Okay, guys, today I'm about to be a storyteller. Now, this woman here, her name is Gail, or that's what her account says. And she caught her husband coming off a flight with a different woman. Look at this. Now, he should look shocked, as he should. But look at the face the other woman made. Now, I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one that can tell. But that look, that smirk, it looks like she's happy that she found out. Like a yup, and this my man. And the comments are thinking just like me. She has been waiting for you to catch them. The sheer look of satisfaction on her face, 62,000 likes. That smirk on her face will soon be a frown. God don't play. Oh, she meow. That smirk would have had me in jail or on the no-fly list. Oh my God. So guys, if this was your husband, would you have fought that girl? What's up? Be real in the chat. Would you have fought her? Now guys, this is where it gets deep. Look at this. Is that Sabrina hooting? It's like, bro, on TikTok, nobody's safe, bro. It only takes one person or a few be like, yeah, I know who that is. So I'm looking it up. Is that her? Yeah, that's her eyebrows for sure. Wow. Now, this video blew up to 3.9 million views. And by the way, guys, get your tea and get your, I ain't saying something about, get your tea and get your snacks. I'm telling you right now, this is about to be good. Come on, let's go. Now, just like me, we like Gail. You can't leave us hanging. We need to know the tea. We need to know what happened after that. And she breaks it down in this like 7-part story, which took her like 30 minutes to explain. I'm gonna help her get it down to 3, okay? Because I found a lot more stuff, guys.
Hey y'all, well it's story time in regards to the video I posted this morning of my husband and his mistress at the Atlanta airport. So, let me just preface this by saying, I'm a nice person, I'm a sweet person. I'll do anything for my family and my friends. And I'll help anybody out. Try to stay in my own lane. I try not to bother anyone or do any of that. But when people play in my face and plot and plan and do foul stuff, I'm not so nice anymore. And that's how most of us are. So let me start by saying on October 29th of 2022, my husband was scheduled to come home from a trip from Europe. He told me he had been over there working, and he worked a lot for his, his corporate job. I thought he was working anyway. Told me he had a speaking engagement in Europe. So I wanted to make sure that I had dinner and everything ready for him.
And I'm gonna take it from here. Gail calls the airport so she can know when the plane arrives so she can have dinner ready. She gives a flight number. Airport says, no, we want a name. She says, fine, Harold Lewis. Airport guy says, Mr. and Mrs. has already arrived. Gail says, Mr. and Mrs., there should only be one. Airport says, no, Mr. and Mrs. are here. It's on the itinerary. Gail's like, what the hell? Instead of calling her husband, she waits till he gets home. Harold comes home and says, I missed you, oh my God. She said, I missed you too, and held on to the information that she just found out at the airport. She said, show me some pictures. He said, it was so busy, we don't got no pictures. They're eating dinner. She finally decides to drop the bomb. She said, hey, there was a name on your itinerary with you. It was Sabrina Hutton. He said, I don't know that name. She's like, yo, the airport says she was on your itinerary. You should know who that is. He's like, I've never heard of that name. I don't know why you keep saying that. She lets it go. They go to sleep, but Gail still has it on her mind. The next morning, Harold leaves to go catch up on work. Gail goes to church. Now, Gail has an American Express credit line. Something told her to check the bill because she added Harold to this line. And what Gail found out had her shocked. Sabrina's name was coming up over and over again for the past 10 months. Trips over here, trips over there, all over the place. Which explained why Harold never wanted her to travel with him. Now, supposedly Harold is at his friend's house watching the football game. Gail calls him up, no answer. She texts the homeboy, where he at? No answer. Gail calls back like, why are you blowing up my phone? What's up? She said, you know what's up. Sabrina Hutton. He said, I don't know why you keep bringing up that name. I'll be home soon. Click. Harold comes home and says, girl, why are you tripping and blowing up my stuff? And why you keep bringing up that name? Gail said, I'm going to ask you one last time. Because I know the truth. Do you know her? Gail sits quietly for like 20 seconds. Yeah, I do. I was with her. Is that your girlfriend? Yeah. For how long? A couple years. Gail like, what the fuck? Harold's like, I'm sorry I hurt you, bro, but this is a relief because I don't gotta lie no more. This sends Gail into a panic attack. She goes to the hospital. Harold offered to give her a ride. She said, "No, fuck that. I'm going by myself. I got it." They help her calm down and she heads back home. She opened the door and Harold's just chilling. He eating Cheetos. He like, how'd it go? They said my blood pressure was up, but I'm good now. They go to sleep. Gail was up all night crying. She didn't fall asleep one time all night. Next day, Harold slept good. He up in the house acting like Matilda when she first got her powers. Like, he just good. Like, Gail's like, what the hell? No. We need to talk. They have a talk. She's like, I don't know if it's like, am I not pretty enough? Am I getting old? I don't know what the deal is. I've been trying to be a good wife. He said, no, it's not you. It's me. Gail's like, okay, well, I have an idea. Let's sell the house, move away, and we can get some counseling and everything will be better. Harold's like, that's a good idea. Gail's like, and you're going to stop seeing that girl, right? Harold's like, no, I'm still going to keep seeing her. Gail says, you must want a divorce then. Harold's like, what? I ain't getting no divorce. I ain't letting nobody F up my money. And that's when Gail was like, wow, this man doesn't care about me. He cares more about his money than the loss of his partner. After the talk, she later went to dinner with her friends. Could barely eat. Came back home and Harold was like, I think we need a break. I think that I need to go away for a couple months so that you have time to think. Gail's like, I need time to think? He said, yeah, so I'm going to go for a couple of months, and if you find somebody new, then I'll understand. And right after that, she filed her divorce. She was over that. Okay. I said it was going to take me 3 minutes. It took 4. Now after this, people was like, take him to the cleaners. Divorce him and take half of what he owns. People got so invested, they found her Facebook. And someone hit her up and said, why would you intentionally cause hurt to another woman? Because Sabrina had a Twitter post that said, we are black women. We build. We do not tear down other women. We have felt the pain of being torn down, and we have decided that we will be deliberate about building each other all too often. So this whole situation was contradicting. Now Sabrina responds, guys, and look at this. Sabrina said, I guess my question to you is, why would you come to my page and ask me that? And assume that this black woman actually did that, when that's not really what happened. Let's get all the facts straight. Gail was the one that slept with him while he was with his first wife. What? The first wife caught them in New Orleans together. This isn't my story. This is Gail's story. We did not get caught at the airport coming back from Europe together. She ran up on me a week ago. A week ago? I was thinking that this happened in October 2022. A week ago? They haven't lived together in over 2 years. Tell her to tell you all of the facts. Tell her to actually play the entire video and why we looked at her like that, because she was screaming at us. Why did I have a smirk? The smirk was because she kept calling my daughter B words and whores in front of everybody at the Sky Lounge. So I didn't go to prison. I had to calm myself and shake my head. That's what happened. She actually followed us onto the plane and they actually escorted her off the plane. So it was all a setup because what she's trying to do is get on Real Housewives of Atlanta? She feels like this is her way to do it. There's part of the story for you since you're so vested. What? She's trying to get on Real Housewives of Atlanta? Where are all these people from? Sabrina's from Georgia. She's from Atlanta over there too. Oh, and they were at the Atlanta airport. All of these people from Atlanta. Now, guys, just like me and a few other people, we're like, I don't know if we're going to take the side of a side chick. Are we really supposed to believe that she did all this just to get on a TV show? I feel like it makes more sense that she did that because she's still hurt and Gail is just posting her story. So now, guys, at this point, I'm just doing a deep research on all of these people involved. Because what the hell is happening? Now, I don't know the timeline of all of Gail's videos because I know that she kind of like responded after Sabrina responded to that message. But one thing that I know is true, Gail confirmed that this video was actually recent, which kind of confused me and a lot of people because we're thinking like, you're telling us a story of how you caught your husband at the airport in 2022. She filed her divorce in 2022. This is 2 years later. Gail tells a story and says basically that was my first time seeing her. And we all ended up on the same flight. Which I ain't gonna hold you guys. I don't know how you guys all end up on the same flight. So now the question was Harold really caught at the airport? It's kind of confusing because you already knew he was with her 2 years ago. Now, I don't have anything that proves that Gail was being messy at the airport, but I got these 2 clips.
Good morning, Harold. How are you? Good to see you. Hope you have a good flight. I'll see you on the flight.
Now, what's funny is you kind of see his fork. It's just like, he's just shaking. I don't know, he just got shocked to see her. But see, it's been 2 years, so I'm not sure if he's just shocked or he's just getting older. He's just shaking. I don't know. Then she gets on the flight and she video records them in their seats. Now, guys, at this point, I am thinking a little. You happen to coincidentally be on the same flight as them. Okay, past it. But something in her was like, let me take a video of them in the lobby and then also take a video of them in the plane and then post it on TikTok. Most of the divorce stuff is pretty much settled, so I'm not sure what the objective of this was. Now, guys, another thing that I found out, the video is deleted now, but like hella comments that saw the video, it turns out that Harold had another wife and Gail was the side chick to that situation. And when people heard this, they was like, what the fuck, Gail? How are you getting mad at this new side chick for your relationship when you home wrecked another relationship? Gail tried to re-explain it and was like, yo, I'm not like her. She said, number one, I didn't know he was married. I met Harold through my friend. Told my girl that I was interested in him, and she got us connected, but she didn't mention that he was married. And I didn't find out till our first date when he showed up with a wedding ring. Gail was like, nah, I don't talk to married men. We can still have this dinner, but I'm out. Then Harold still kept trying to pursue her. She was like, nah, you married, I ain't doing that. Harold told her, nah, me and my wife about to break up. It's good, we can talk, don't worry. She believed him and started dating him and then found out that they were still talking. But one thing that's true, she knew he was married and he was going through something, and she did still choose to kind of be involved with him. So that is kind of like a fault on her side. Now, I did some digging into Sabrina. Sabrina was married to a guy named LT Hutton. He's a popular music producer that did a track for Tupac and lots of other people. They got a divorce in 2020. Now, if you think about that timing, Harold said that him and Sabrina have been talking for 2-ish years. Now, I'm not saying that she was talking to LT and Harold at the same time, but this is the relationship that she went into next, which is crazy because it's with another married man. Now, I don't want to blame Sabrina for this because I do believe that Harold might be a nice guy, but he ain't really being honest with his feelings, and maybe Sabrina didn't know that he had a wife. But personally, I think women are very smart. They be knowing what's up. Now, what's even crazier, guys, don't forget the American Express card, which belonged to Gail. Now, I hear that Harold is rich, okay? I don't know where he gets the money from, but I hear he's rich. So I know Sabrina was loving this lavish lifestyle. But all the trips that Harold took her on was with Gail's card, which is crazy. I don't know if she was reimbursed for that, but I think that's kind of interesting. Why didn't he use his card? Now, guys, I got one more thing to show you, bro. Look what just came out. Gail shows up in a post with this woman. If you don't know, this is Candy Burros. I may be saying it wrong. She's one of the people from Real Housewives of Atlanta, which I hate this, but people should not have been able to call this out. Watch this.
Story time. So, yesterday, I was with my daughters, Riley and Kayla, and they was like, did you see that story going viral on TikTok about the lady who caught her husband at the airport? I said, that sounds familiar, but I don't know. Now, why I didn't know my homegirl had got on live and told her story, and now it's viral. It's life, y'all. Hey, it's life. So, you gotta keep living. You gotta keep living. So it's life. I'm gonna have to get you on speak on it now.
She said we gotta get her on a speak on it. When this came out, people was like, this is a setup for Housewives. Almost a 3-year-old story, audition tape for Housewives. Manufactured drama, please don't cast Gail. She's clout chasing. Get her on Housewives. So everyone's all over the place with this shit. I'm not gonna sit here and say Gail did this on purpose. We will never know. This is just a messy situation, and I put it all on the floor for you. Do what you want with it. Anyone that I talked about in this video, don't be mad at me. I love you. Chill. As I always say, guys, what do you think about this? Guys, we are becoming a problem. 1.5 mil? And Facebook kept banning us, so we made a YouTube. We kept putting in the work, and now we're getting a play button, y'all. We about to get a play button. Now, as I told you guys, I'm really a music artist. I love making music, but I make all these videos because you like them. So can you please follow the page for me? Now, outside of all this, remember, Dead Gang, it was just you, and you had a plan. You have come too far to end it right here. Did you forget all that work you just put in? I know you're discouraged, but you are close. We get one life. And on Dead and them, we ain't going out like no weak motherfucker. If they want us out the game, they gonna have to take it from us. So when this video goes off, don't forget to pop your shit, star.
I would've done anything, all you had to do was ask. And now that the damage is done, I can't imagine ever taking you back. Is it that hard to keep it a stack? Cause all of your promises looking like cap. Cause when I was calling your phone, I already knew where you at. I tried to give you a chance while you doing me dirty. I thought you'd be the last one to hurt me, till you put a knife in my back. You cannot say I didn't love you to death. Baby, I knew you was bad for my health, but I thought I was covered by reinsurance. That you would give me, it kills me to know that I would give a kidney if you got sick. Just to find out what you really had wanted on all this time you were hitting a lick. Don't try to tell me I'm misunderstanding. You know I do not like to be gaslit. This ain't the first time you ever did fraud. It's just the first time that you got caught. Man,